The Woman Who Refused to Break, a full emotional English story. Maya Thompson had always been the kind of woman people underestimated. Quiet, soft-spoken, a bit shy. She worked long hours as a nurse in a Brooklyn hospital, caring for patients with the kind of tenderness she rarely gave herself. Her life was simple, calm, and predictable, until the day the messages began. At first, it was one text. "I know what you did. Pay, or I tell everyone." Maya stared at her phone, trembling. She hadn't done anything, but the message came with a photo, one taken without her knowledge during a night she spent at a friend's birthday party. She had been laughing with a coworker, leaning close as he whispered a joke. Someone had zoomed in, cropped the moment, and twisted it into something ugly. Another message followed. "Send money, or I ruin your job, your family, your life." Her heart pounded. Her hands shook. She felt the room closing in on her. That night, Maya didn't sleep. She replayed every conversation, every moment, every mistake, asking herself how one picture, one lie, could destroy everything she had worked for. But the messages didn't stop. They came in the morning. They came at work. They came while she was treating her patients, each one colder than the last. "You think you can ignore me? Pay by midnight. Don't make me expose you." Maya felt trapped in a nightmare she didn't create. The fear followed her everywhere. She stopped eating, stopped laughing, stopped playing music when she got home. One evening, after receiving another threat, she sat on her bed and cried. A deep, silent cry she had been holding in for too long. But then something shifted. In her tears, she heard her grandmother's voice, steady and strong. "Baby, fear grows when you feed it. Courage grows when you speak it." Maya wiped her cheeks. She stood up, and for the first time in weeks, she breathed. The next morning, instead of sending money, she walked into the police station. Her voice shook as she spoke, but she spoke anyway. The officers listened. They took notes. They collected her phone, and they told her something she never expected. "You're not the first. This man has targeted several women, and with your report, we finally have enough to stop him." Maya felt a weight lift off her chest, a weight she didn't even realize she was carrying. Days later, the police arrested the blackmailer, a man she barely remembered, a man who had been at that same party. A man who thought threatening women made him powerful. But he was wrong. When the case went to court, the judge called Maya brave. Her coworkers hugged her. Her family stood beside her, and for the first time in months, Maya walked outside without looking over her shoulder. She wasn't broken. She wasn't ashamed. She wasn't afraid. She was free. Months later, Maya sat in her small apartment, sunlight pouring through the window. She opened her journal and wrote, "Strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you find inside yourself, one choice at a time." And that night, she slept peacefully because she knew that her story wasn't one of fear. It was one of victory.